little kids might be running around the house, then they come in the living room while we all talk, and they'll stop and they look. It's just the energy and it's the presence. And that's why we gotta be in the street, yo. Like giving out food, giving out backpacks, just walking around, mingling. You know what I'm saying? Like I meet Twan up Upton sometimes by the Dollar General. We just be like, you gotta be present, because when we not present, there's no sense of structure. So then it makes, you know what I'm saying, the reckless think that they can continue to do that because everything is reckless around them, because there's nothing bringing no order. Like we gotta bring that order. And it ain't about martyring ourselves. I'm not trying to be no martyr. You understand what I'm saying? But it's just like just that presence alone and that time that we put into like communicating and just investing in these young people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like it's necessary, man. I'm telling you, since I've been home, especially being in a position where I'm directly working with, you know what I'm saying, juveniles that's been affected by the criminal justice system. I'm telling you, like even now, I'll be out places and I be like, damn, how you know him? How you know him? You probably was a baby when you got locked up. Like these are just young adults that I've interacted with since I've been home. You know what I'm saying? Help them get a job, help me here, help them do that. So it be a difference. And there's been times I'd have been out partying myself, you know what I'm saying, and running to them like, man, they see me like, oh, big bro, it ain't what it look like. I'm like, I ain't passing no judgment, but what is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, tighten up, yo, you know what I mean? Like, man, you right. I'm glad I seen you, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, whatever, tighten up, you know what I mean? We all out here enjoying ourselves. We ain't doing it like that, though, you know what I mean? Like, we just up together or whatever. So, like, our presence is important, man, for real. Just that presence alone. It ain't even about like we ain't gotta be telling them, like we don't want to tell them how to live. Right. We just want to help them think better for themselves. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because as young men, women, they gotta make their own decisions in life and choose their own course. But we want to help them understand what it means to make decisions that's in your best interest versus decisions that's gonna lead you to your destruction or destroy everything else around you. You know what I'm saying? Which eventually destroys you. Yeah. You know what I mean? You destroy a community long enough, once you eat that community, after a while, there's nothing else for that community to eat. It begins to eat you. That's why it's so easy for the police to come in our hood and snatch us out. Because our hood don't feel no real connection to us for real. You dig what I'm saying? Because it ain't, like we talk about, I used to tell brothers this in the joint all the time. We be in service and they be like, yo, the European this, the European that. I'm like, yeah. We not negating history, right? But let's deal with now, right? You can't talk that European shit because my grandmother don't see Europeans selling smack in front of her house every day. Right. She see us, right? Men and women that look like us. So the European is not the threat. We the threat. And then the media, they feed that and they continue to fuel that idea of us being the threats and enemy to our own people. So when they come in our community, the people are begging them. The community is begging them to get us out of there because they don't understand the dynamics of that oppression that we're dealing with and what it does to us psychologically and how we try to survive. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to change that narrative, man. You know what I'm saying? We really got to change that narrative and find ways to like positively influence the culture for real.
Yo, you remember like Looney Tunes with Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd, right? Yeah. And Elmer Fudd. You remember the beat? Soon as Bugs popped his head out, Elmer Fudd was trying to crack him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is nowadays that like whoever like try to pops up, somebody trying to find a reason to crack them. Just because. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things, like you said, God, like the leadership, social media has played a vindictive part of guiding this generation so much that the games is visually just like humans. So Grand Theft Auto got people on their high, zombies, whatever, right? You got the youngin' running around with the gun trying to carjack. But he hit him, blood splatter everywhere. Paint the streets. So this whole language has left the TV and came in the real reality. So the youngin' outside, like, yo, I'm on GTA. And when the shorty said it, I was like, what the hell is that? He was like, we ready to play Grand Theft Auto. I was like, where the game, man? He said, bro, the game right here. I said, what? But God knows they couldn't get a strap. If they done got a strap, ain't no telling what would have went on. I like told Short, come on. The other one said, come on, Short, go down the hall with me. I'll buy you something to eat, whatever. And he dipped, but he was the main influence that had the position to get the hammer. Yo, don't go with yo, don't fuck that shit, yo. That's what you see, man, you know what I mean? And you gotta look at your, like, you got nieces, nephews, and all that shit that's coming up in this. Because remember, bro, we used to be like, we used to be in the joint having conversations like, yo, for those that got daughters and sons, yo, to God, yo, my son just like me. And you had dudes that were saying, shit, my youngin' gonna be just like me. And we was like, bro, do you really want that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do you really? And a lot of times, yo, like, certain, like my niece, I see my temper tantrums in her. And daughter, she get the da-da-da-da-da and going all, and she got the hand clap. I'm trying to tell you, Daddy. And I'm like, yo. You know what I'm saying? So, in certain measures, I'm like, I'm grateful God ain't give me a son. Now, in these motherfucking days, with the mentality that I had, now he got that shit in this time. And that's like, so like, bro, like a lot of times, man, some dudes, man, got uncles and fathers that they call homeboys uncles and fathers because they see the better man in them. We always talk about, like, we always, like, ride around talk about, like, how, like, right now in the day, yo, youngers in the hood ain't got nobody to look up to say, damn, this shit don't work. I can do that and I can make it. They ain't got nobody, everybody in the hood on the same fucking level fucked up.
Or they locked up, yo.
Or they locked up.
And that's another thing social media did, right? And I started noticing right before I came home is that, like, when we was growing up, and I'm a little younger than y'all, right? But even when I was growing up, right, you could tell the difference between a nigga that was selling drugs, a gangster, and a civilian. Mm-hmm. It was three different things. Mm-hmm. Just because a nigga sold drugs ain't making him a gangster. Like, you know who the gangsters was, you knew who the hustlers was, and you knew who civilians was, right? And it was understood, like, certain things you just didn't do.
Yep.
Right? But now, with social media, the music, all this shit, right? Everything is mixed. So you got college kids looking the part of gangsters and hustlers, but they not. Mm-hmm. But they trying to carry that energy. Mm-hmm. And then they coming across, they in environments where they coming across niggas that's really on that vibration. And that's what be happening. So they be like, damn, yo, Shorty got killed. He was in college,
Right.
But you don't even see the backstory behind it.
Right.
And parents they supporting that. Right? Instead of making a distinction between that. Back in the day, it was like, I ain't buying that.
I wish you would walk out my house.
That's what them dope boys wear. That's what them gangsters wear. Like, I'm not getting you a pair of them.